Up next is a report on a very important book that has just been released. The maritime industry is one of the most important industries in the world, yet it is one of the most untapped industries in Nigeria. A doyen of the industry in the country has just released a book that sheds light on the potential of the maritime industry and how much it can impact on the Nigerian economy. The book is titled Potentials of Nigeria's Maritime Economy. Enjoy this report.
It is a glamorous gala night event as performers render different presentations. Critical stakeholders in the maritime sector and others interested in tackling issues besetting the growth of the maritime industry converge to witness the unveiling of the book Potentials of Nigeria's Maritime Economy, authored by Greg Ogbefun, a doyen of maritime industry in the country. It is the perfect gathering to address maritime industry issues.
It's a very critical time in Nigeria right now. When you talk about economy, talk about oil, I was just telling, was it Emeka and I that was just talking that oil will soon become a thing of the past. And it's high time we start talking about issues that will uplift and bring progress to the maritime industry as a whole in Nigeria and in the whole of Africa.
The executive governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, alongside his wife Betsy Obaseki, leads others to unveil the book to the delight of all present.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's now my singular honor and pleasure to unveil the potentials of the Nigerian maritime economy.
Potentials of Nigeria's Maritime Economy analyzes Nigeria's maritime economy, describes its current state, and highlights possibilities within the industry if adequately harnessed. The reviewer explores some of the important things in the book.
In his words, once again, Nigerian steel industries are either non-functional or producing far below set capacity. The integrated steel industry and dedicated power supply are critical to shipyard development capability. The author states that the industry is beleaguered by the triad impediments of lack of fiscal incentives from the government, excessive taxation from regulatory bodies, and unfavorable lending rates from financial institutions.
Greg Ogbefun, who is the pioneer president of the Ship Owners Association of Nigeria, says it is high time Nigeria reconstruct and revitalize her national shipping capacity.
If this country, our leadership, can understand that we are sitting on economic resource that can completely transform our economy, they will be in a hurry to do some of the things recommended in that book.
The governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, wants maritime industry narratives changed and the industry's potentials maximized.
The maritime sector in most economies contributes significantly to the gross domestic product of those economies. In Nigeria, because of the large extent of our coastline and the size of our economy, if we just produced a lot more, if we had diversified our economy, both for imports and exports, you would have seen the full potential of this maritime industry. So I believe that the time has come for governments and the private sector to now begin to make the right investments in vessels, policies, so that more Nigerian firms can now invest in seafaring activities and and the infrastructure required for the maritime business.
The 184-page book, Potentials of Nigeria's Maritime Economy, is an expository on Nigeria's maritime economy. It explores the role of maritime infrastructure in sustainable economic development, policy recommendations for indigenous participation in shipping, and how Nigeria can harness the idle potentials of the maritime sector.
There is so much potential in the maritime industry, and it's time for us to begin to look at industries like that. This is where we have to call it a wrap on the show today. As always, we'll be delighted to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. My name is Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.